Today, we're going to be talking about implementation. What is implementation? It's pretty much putting your plan or your decision into effect, but overall, it's execution. Taking something, knowing something, learning something, and doing it, getting it done. And today, we're going to be talking about why is it important. I know the smartest people. They learn everything. They give the best advice. But when you look at them, they're not really implementing what they know. And that made me think, like, dang, are they scared of implementing what they know? Is it like, what is it? So this is my opinion. I've come to the conclusion it's not so much that we fear it, it's that we're comfortable. We're familiar with things around us. So when we get this new knowledge, it feels good. It gives us that dopamine effect in our brains that say, hey, oh yeah, we doing great. And this is some good information. I'm going to apply this tomorrow. But we never get to do it because we're so used to what we have and what's around us, the comfortability zone, the things we're familiar with. And sometimes it's just pure laziness, to be straight up. Some of y'all are just lazy. And look, it's okay. I have my lazy days. I'll be lazy too, but I still know when to implement what I know. Because that's the only way we're going to grow. It may seem like it's a tough task sometimes because, we have a lot of things going on. Some of us got kids, we got jobs, we got family we taking care of, we got our own personal issues. So, sometimes it's quicker, especially with social media being on Instagram and TikTok. Sometimes you're getting a lot of information on the daily quickly and you can't implement it. It's really hard to implement. So, I get that too. Sometimes it is, but this is how you fix that. And sometimes it's hard to implement. Like I get that. But this is what you got to do. Step one. When you learn something or there's something in your life, whether it's for your business, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for your family, it's something that you want to implement and it's something that you know. First thing, step one is journal it. Write it down. Get it out your brain. Right off the top. Get it out your brain. Put it on a piece of paper. Type it up on your phone. Put it on your iPad. Put it on your email. Whatever you want to do. Just put it out of your head. Get it out of your head. That's step number one. So that way you can see it. It's right there in front of you and you can tackle your goals one by one. Step two, put a date on it. Put it on your calendar. Type it in your phone. Set a reminder. Give yourself a deadline. And a realistic deadline. Like if you got to pick the kids up at 6 and you got to be to work at 7 and you ain't off until whatever. No, give yourself a realistic deadline so you're not beating yourself up and antsy yourself and pressuring yourself. Like there's no need for that. We want to make this a fun journey, not a stressful one. But put a date on it. Give yourself a deadline. This is going to start to help you with time management and discipline. Step 3, make the time. You have to make the time. I know a lot of times we talk about, we busy. And yeah, we have busy days. And sometimes we just burnt out. But you have to make the time. And if it's something big, you definitely want to make time because that's going to, even if it's an hour a day, 30 minutes a day, if it's working out, if it's reading, if it's writing in your journal, whatever it is, make sure you take small steps, especially for those big goals we got, right? Sometimes you got to baby walk your way through these things and that's what's going to help you get there faster. So definitely make the time for yourself. Make the time to implement these things and force it. Do not just throw it on the back burner like, oh, when I got time. Like, no, set your time for it. Like if it's something that you got to do 30 minutes every day, do it 30 minutes every day. Don't allow the day to get taken away from you. Like, for example, I like to go for walks in the morning. The other day, I forgot. Like, I was working. I was in meetings. I had a lot going on, so I forgot to walk. It was like 7:30, 7:50. The sun set at 8:25. I still sped my way, hopped in my car and sped my way to that trail, and I made sure I went on my walk. And look, that walk turned into a run because that sun was going down, but I wasn't going to miss something that I told myself because I ran out of time because I didn't do it on the time that I said I was because I got so caught up with work and other things. I still made the time. Even if it was going to be a half a walk and then I had to come back, And then honestly, if I would have missed it, I would have doubled up the next day. Make up for that lost time. Nothing's never lost. It just stacks. If you miss it one day, add it to the next day. Don't just know. It got to stack. Step 4, take action. Don't just say, I'm going to do it now. Don't just say I'm gonna do it later. Don't just say, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, do it now. If you can do it now, do it now. Like, don't waste time and just sit there and contemplate and fucking twiddle your thumbs and until you feel like it's time, or you looking for that motivational spark or all of that. No, do it now. Get it done. That's going to help. And we're going to talk about this later about that procrastination, but that's going to help with procrastination. When you got something in your mind and you say, okay, this is a part of my goals and I got time to do it now, do it now. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that discipline fuels motivation. Once you discipline yourself into doing something, you're going to be motivated to do it again. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to be like, oh, this is what it feels like. This is what it look like. Hey, then you're going to start to really get into your bag and start doing it and doing it. And then next thing you know, it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle. And you love it because it's what you want. And next thing you know, what you used to be implementing, you're living. And that's how it works. Implementation is so important. It's one of the most slept on things I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. I mean, and then it's not just business, y'all. It's not just being an entrepreneur. Like, this is lifestyle, right? If you got that one friend in your life that you're always toxic bonding with, and every time you call him or you call her and all y'all can talk about is negative stuff and how bad life goes, and you realize that you need to implement some boundaries, implement some space for yourself. Implement that. It's going to be all right. Give yourself permission. It's okay. This is for you, not nobody else. The best line Kendrick said in that Drake diss was, this is a long life battle with yourself. I felt that because it's just, at the end of the day, it's you in the mirror, nobody else. So you got to take these things and do these things for you. Have peace with yourself and protect it at all costs. Don't let nobody get in the way of it. So when it comes to that, implementing, execute it, and don't let nothing get in your way. No excuses, not even yourself. Not even yourself, because that's the biggest enemy right there. That's the biggest one that's going to stop you from going to the next level. Because sometimes we get so comfortable. I got to watch out for that comfortable stuff, man. I get it, though. You know, sometimes it feels good just to come home, play the game, watch a movie, chill out, knowing that your new life is on the other side. But in reality, I got a secret to tell you. Me and Dre talk about this all the time. You ain't never going to feel like it. So just do it anyway. You ain't never going to feel like it until you just start seeing the results of it. And you start getting that gratification and getting that reward of just accomplishing something for yourself. That's when you're going to start feeling like it. That's when you're going to get excited to do it. That's when you're going to want to do it. But you got to get it started. You got to take the first step. And you got to take action. You got to execute. You got to implement. All right, so look, I got a challenge for you. As soon as you finish watching this video or whenever you got time, I want you to sit down there and write 5 things or more or less, how many things, or one, at least one. Write down what you want to implement in the next 5 days. And after you're done, I want you to come back to this video and comment, we up. W-E-U-P, we up, because we up. That's where we going. We going up. And let me know. Look, I'll be the first. It's going to be in the caption. We up. Because I'm going to be implementing. And I want y'all to do the same thing. Because it's time. It's 2024. You know, we got so many skill sets. I see too much talent going wasted because we're afraid to implement our knowledge. If I didn't implement the things that I know or that I learned throughout this journey, I wouldn't be here today. I really wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I would have just been stuck. And I honestly, too, I still struggle with implementation and procrastination. It's not enough. So that's why I'm telling y'all to stress the importance. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to myself. This is a message for all of us. We're growing together. So 5 days, come back, we up. That's all I got for y'all today. It's your boy, Walt. I'll see y'all next time.